Yo, what is up, everybody? BZ Beats back here again. Thank you guys all for tuning into the channel. We're doing things a little bit different today. We're up over here in quarantine, but that don't stop nothing. We're gonna keep things going. So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about chord progressions, making basic chord progressions. This is a key factor in your melodies, making a basic chord progression to start and adding the melodies on top. So I'm gonna go over my basic method of doing it. You don't need no music theory, nothing, no knowledge. Just kind of follow the steps that I use, and you should be able to do it too. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. All right, guys, so first things first, I usually start out by pulling up a grand piano. You can pull up any piano to start, but that's just like the basic of what we do. The next thing I'm gonna do is not even in Ableton. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the internet. I'm gonna look up TuneBat. All right, this is TuneBat. TuneBat is basically a key and BPM finder. It's gonna be able to show you the key and BPM of any song, and it's gonna give you whatever scale it's in. So this is key to any kind of writer's block or just building beats in general. I usually try to pick different keys, and I'll go ahead and base my tracks off of that. So let's say I'm listening to something, I'll go ahead and type it in there. Artist, name of a song, album, any kind of song, right? You want the keys from that, or the scale. Go ahead and type it in there, and it's gonna go ahead and find you the keys. So check that out. Make sure you go and mess with that. That's a huge tool because that just gives you a lot of the pieces that you need to build these chord progressions. All right, so what I did is I found the C minor scale off of TuneBat. All right, it was a song I was looking for, and I basically just Googled the C minor piano scale, right? And all these are gonna pop up, and I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna look for the C minor scale, right? So basically all these notes right here are the ones that are gonna be in the scale. So all I gotta do is put those notes in the scale. All right, so these are the basic notes of the scale. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate them. Turn off that piano. Now that I know exactly what they are, I can go ahead and put them all over. So I'm gonna basically do this all over the whole thing, and boom, look at it. So I'm basically gonna do this for the whole thing. I'm gonna paste these notes throughout the whole piano roll. Boom. So now I have everything filled up. All right, I got all the notes. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set the one. Boom. Now your one is here, all right? Your scale is back here. This is important because you need that scale as a visual. So we're gonna extend this a little bit because we put the one. That's very important as well. So you have your clean 5-bar loop, 4-bar loop, whatever. Alrighty, I pick some notes. This is go super simple. I'm gonna put this velocity up. All right, look at. I already have all the notes of the scale right here, C minor scale. So literally, I picked out the notes. Super simple. I'm gonna build the chords off of this. All right, so here's where the sauce is, all right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 4 spaces. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are each intervals, okay? So what we're gonna do is for a minor chord, we're gonna hit 1, 3, and 4. Okay, it's gonna sound like this. I'm gonna move these down an octave so you can hear it. Minor chord. Okay, so usually I go back and forth, major, minor, stuff like that. But that's a minor chord. If we move it, the chord around a little bit, we make it a major. So 1, 4, 3, like love. That's how I remember it. 1, 4, 3 is a major. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Okay, and we're gonna do this so on and so forth throughout the whole chord progression. 1, 3, 4. Usually. And then that last note, there's another thing called diminished chords, all right? I'm gonna go over all these other chords in a video, but this is just basic. So, here we go. Diminished chord. Diminished chord is 1, 5, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you notice, all the notes are right here, literally. And then 1, 2. Boom. Very basic. And we can move these things around. It just depends on the situation. Wow, this lag is really getting me. Just depends on the situation. Like I said though, it all varies. So we have this basic chord progression. Super basic. I'm gonna go ahead and add the low notes. So basically what the low notes are gonna do is just add emphasis and kind of make it a fuller chord, you know? It's gonna make it that big chord. Adding the top note is gonna turn it to a seventh and so on and so forth. But I just wanna focus on making it like a basic chord progression. So what we do is we get the F, we're gonna duplicate it down an octave. Boom, already bigger. Same thing with this one, with all of them. Yeah, same thing. All of them, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Boom. Look at how much fuller it sounds. Look at how much fuller it sounds. Boom. So we're gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit. So like 150. So. Okay, so now we have our basic chord progression. Super simple, right? Not too much to it. As long as you follow these notes, you're gonna be able to get it every time. Sometimes you gotta mess with the major and minor. Sometimes they diminish. Sometimes shit just doesn't work out and you gotta figure it out. But honestly, using this method for me has got me through endless amounts of beats, no beat block, and just being able to have any kind of style or any kind of chord progression on hand is just key in the game. Being able to build it your own is key. So from there, what I'll do is I'll pitch up a second note of each one. And this is gonna give it, this is like an EDM trick. It's called inversion, but this is gonna give it a little more depth. So here. So boom, already off the bat, we got some chords. I'll go ahead and I'll throw that in a different MIDI plugin. Let's just see. Next, I pulled up Electra X. I usually like to throw it on a plugin just to see how it sounds, you know. It might sound a little bit better than the piano, so let's go ahead and hear it. Already fire. Basic chord progression. Show you this. Basic. Boom. Simple. Nothing much to it. From here, I'll go ahead and add the melody, the top notes, of course. But all the notes are there. Everything I work with is there. Everything that you need is there. So from here, it should be super simple. So like I said, this is a basic setup for building simple chords. If you guys got any questions or you want me to go a little bit more in depth with it, feel free to hit me up and all that. But until then, thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm going to be dropping a ton more videos on the regular, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you. I'll talk to you later. Peace.